Hey friends, welcome to another day of Today in Poetry. Today is going to be fun. Every day is fun, isn't it, in poetry? That's what I always think. So today we're going to talk about something called concrete poetry. That does not sound that exciting, I know. But you know this as shape poems. You've heard that before. You've seen shape poems before. And I'm going to talk to you about two specific kinds of shape poems, and then you guys get to explore some shape poems and even write some of your own. So let's see what we're doing today. All right, so let's read a little bit about what concrete poetry is. I'm going to read this right to you. Please follow along, and then you can go back to it if you need to. A concrete poem is a poem that has a visual appearance that matches the topic of the poem. A concrete poem is also called a shape poem because the words of the poem take the shape of the poem's subject. People have been writing this form of poetry for thousands of years to express their thoughts in both words and pictures. There are two types of concrete poems that you can create. The first type of concrete poem is called an outline concrete poem. For this form, create an outline sketch with a pencil of a shape related to your poem. After you write your poem, fill in the shape with the words of your poetry or write your poem around the perimeter of your shape. When you're done, your shape will be created. The second type of concrete poem is called a drawing poem. In this form of concrete poetry, the poet uses the words of the poem to actually create a drawing or scene to represent the topic of the poem. Let's take a look at a few examples of the first type of poem called an outline concrete poem. All right, so let's take a look at this poem. And remember, the whole idea behind shape poems or concrete poems is that it's going to match the topic or the theme or the subject that you're writing about. Clearly, this is a raindrop. So the poet here wrote about rain. Soft rain, light rain, spring rain, cool rain, lovely rain, needed rain, fun rain. Okay, you're ready to read a delicious looking poem. How adorable is this? And this reminds me of those ice cream sundaes that you guys made with Mrs. Tolentino this year. That would be a really cute thing to do with this kind of poem. All right, let's read it. I think I'll start at the frosting. I am craving creamy cupcakes with cherry top on sugary, sparkly sprinkles on top. I think that's right. Tasty treats are delicious to eat. These sweets fill my belly and put a smile on my face. I could eat one every day. Yum. So what I'm imagining this poet did was she drew the cupcake first and then created her poem all around the outline. Or maybe she did the outline first and then colored it in. I don't know. The choice is yours. So let's read this next one, and you can see it's a raindrop again. There's just something about raindrop poems. I've always loved them. And I like how we saw one as the outline shape poem, and now we can see the drawing one. All right, let's read Raindrop. A drop of rain is like a sudden knock at the door, unexpected yet often welcomed with a smile. It can brighten your day or ruin your plans. It can make you laugh or make you sad. Whether the raindrop is moving fast or slow or is big or small, it always gets everyone's attention. A raindrop contains many secrets. It is a bubble of anticipation and surprise. It cleanses the earth, it feeds the flowers and fills the holes. The raindrop is never silent, bangs on the roof, spatters on the window, or splashes into a puddle, a raindrop. All right, let's go from a raindrop to a rainbow. These make great shape poems. Okay, red, sweet as honey, bitter as blood. Orange, fluttery as fall, still as a stone. Yellow, loud as a trumpet, soft as a petal. Green, rough as a pine cone, smooth as a lake. Blue, my color, just like the sky. Indigo, bright as the moon, dark as night. Purple, weak as a flower, strong as courage. Rainbow. I hope you like those poems. I really enjoyed finding them for you, and I think shape poems are going to be something super fun that you can do and really tap into that artistic side that you have as well. Now, listen, if you feel like, oh my goodness, but I'm not sure how to make a shape of this or a shape of that, raindrops are really great to use as an example because they're really easy to make. The other thing you can do is just think of any shape. Think of a piece of paper, a rectangle. Now you can think of it as a rectangle if you want to write all about a rectangle, or use your imagination and think about, well, what else could this be? Could it be a door? Could it be a window? Could it be a picnic blanket? Remember, whatever it is that you're writing about has to match the shape that you are writing on, whether it's on the perimeter and it's an outline or it's a drawing and it fills it in. So just play around with it and have some fun with it. Just have a lot of fun with it. A great idea, and Mrs. Buckner put this in her ideas as well, is to go outside with sidewalk chalk and create a shape or create a picture, create any kind of artwork that you want, and think about what that is and then what you can write about it. So today's activity is a little bit different. There are not Google Slides for you to look through, but you are going to look at quite a few other poems that Mrs. Buckner has set out for you. So you're going to read the instructions. They are also attached. You're going to read the instructions and see what you're going to be doing for today. All right, so I hope you guys have so much fun, and we can't wait to hear or see some of your poems. Talk to you soon.